Hi everyone, welcome to Mastering English with Ease. Today we are focusing on the comprehension question of paper 1. Comprehension questions can be challenging if you do not approach them strategically. Hence, it is important that we know how and try to get the best marks possible. Let us start off with the article. The title is very important as it gives you a good idea of what you're going to read about. For example, the title of a given text from the 2021 November paper is "The Old Have Made a Mess of the World, the Young Will Save Us." The words old and young suggest that two generations are involved, and we can already tell that the older people are the ones doing harm. We are given a hint. The next example is from the 2020 November paper. This one is simple and straightforward. It is based on social media, and the word trial suggests that someone did something wrong, or the text might be about the negative aspects of social media. The title obviously does not tell you a lot about the text, it simply prepares you. So make sure you analyze it a little because you can be questioned about it. Secondly, when reading, the goal is not to finish but to understand what you are reading. That is why they wrote reading for meaning and understanding. This will not only ensure that you answer the questions correctly, but it will save you a lot of time. Thanks to your understanding, it will be easier for you to connect the questions asked with the given information. You will be recalling information quicker instead of wasting time by reading the text more than twice. The third thing that you need to remember is, while reading, you will come across words you do not understand. But do not panic because right at the bottom, there is a glossary for a few of those words. They are indicated with a number within the text, and as for the rest of the words that are new to you, do not stress yourself a lot about them. Simply try to understand the key points of each paragraph because that is more important. This next point is obvious but equally important. Please be wary of the paragraph and line numbering on the left and right hand side, respectively. The numbering is there to prevent you from wasting time when answering questions that are referring to a specific part of the text. You can lose marks from reading the wrong line or even confuse yourself because of that. So try to avoid that mistake by taking note of those. Okay, now that we are done with analyzing the text, let's move on to the questions. To confidently answer every question, you need to know the frequently used question words, which are discuss, comment, evaluate, account, explain, and assess. The first one is account. To account is to give a reason or explanation for something. For this type of question word, there can be more than one answer. What is important is that your answer is straightforward and valid. For example, here you need to account for the writer's use of "you are in court" as the opening sentence. The answer can be either to give an immediate setting or to evoke curiosity. Number two, explain. You need to give a reason. State clearly how and why you think something happened and why it is the way it is. You might need to explain why a certain word was used or a specific statement made. You can be required to explain something strictly in your own words. Number three, evaluate. To evaluate is to decide on the merit of a situation or argument. You need to give your analysis of importance, usefulness, and accuracy of the information by including both sides of the argument backed with theories and reference. This is where you can take advantage of the text by referring to a certain line or paragraph to support your statement. Number four, discuss. Discuss questions require an in-depth answer by giving points for and against something. You need to provide valid reasons based on the topic and give a balanced conclusion. You might need to discuss why the writer feels a certain way, why the writer included a specific line, or the importance of something. The fifth one is to assess, which is to decide on the value or importance of something. You discuss the strong and weak points of the subject and make your own conclusion. The last one is comment. These are actually appreciation questions because they ask about your emotional response to the text, the setting, the characters, or style. There is no right or wrong answer because it is your own opinion, but you must give a valid reason for your opinion. In such questions, you need to simply share your thoughts. You might need to comment on the appropriateness or effectiveness of a figure of speech or literary device. This is the most important question in section A because it is worth 4 marks. You need and can get all of them by using this answering method. First, focus on text A and state what the specific paragraph's focus is. Then look at text B and point out the message of the cartoon. After that, compare the two. Do they align with each other or oppose each other? And with what? So far, you would have scored 3 marks. The last one is from you clearly stating that text B fully supports the message in the specific part of text B, or text B does not support text A. And that's it. I hope you found this video very helpful. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.